welcome back to LEGO by the Book. Today I'm going to be attempting to build set 6386, Police Command Base, from 1986. This was another one that was sent to me by Daniel Dillman, kind of. He's the one who sent the parts, but he didn't send it as a set. In a recent fan mail video, he sent me a package containing a great deal of vintage LEGO, amazing vintage LEGO. And it included 4 bags of what appeared to be fairly random parts. Now, one of them was mostly gray and black, and I was able to ascertain that it was, in fact, a spaceship, parts of a spaceship. And I attempted to build it from my own collection, but there were, in fact, a few parts that I didn't have. Those are now on their way from Bricklink, so I can finish that one, because it was a neat one, and I want it for my collection. But then, in looking at the other 3 bags, as well as some of the minis that he sent, I had reason to believe that there was at least one more complete set in here, or at least partial. Enough that it was, in my opinion, worth trying to build. And so, looking at the parts that were in this bag, I was able to work out what police station that came from, and I'm going to try to build it. Now, for the particularly pedantic among you, and you know who you are, you'll notice that I'm off to a bad start because this is not even the right base plate. It is the right shape, the driveway shape, but it's supposed to be gray. I don't have it in gray, but I do have it in green, and frankly, I think that'll look better, or at least just as good. So, found the instructions online, and I am going to attempt to build this. So let's take a look. Starting off with the minis, I'm already off to a somewhat shaky start. I think I did get the right parts though, so I'll be right back. So we do, in fact, have all of the correct minis. There's 3 police officers with helmets, because they're going to be on motorcycles, and 1 in a helicopter, and then 1, which I assume is the chief, with a regular police hat. Now the reason I'm fairly zoomed out here is this is not just to show you the building of this set, but also to show the process that is involved when I try to build a set that is missing a lot of parts. So you'll see me pulling out bins and going through drawers and all of that as I go through this build. So we're going to take a look at the parts that were present in the set. There's part of a garage door, that's pretty cool. A number of large plates. Definitely at least some of the helicopter. Some parts that I don't think have any business being in here. I doubt this is supposed to be in this set. Lots of windows. That was one of the ones you're like, oh, okay, I can tell what that's supposed to be. And then there's the motorcycles. So I think this is probably largely supposed to be here. Alright, let's take a look at our motorcycles. We're supposed to have 2 of these. And they're supposed to have, looks like a red light and a blue light on their tails. I think some of that was actually in the other, ended up in the bag with the space stuff. Some of this is missing. Alright, I've definitely completed 1 full motorcycle. It's got police logo on either side, it's got the lights and the antenna and all of that. And the other one is missing some parts. We will see if the rest of those parts show up. And there's 2 more vehicles. There is a police truck and a police helicopter, and we're going to try building those. We have a little police truck. Actually did have the doors. There were a couple of parts missing, but nothing I couldn't replace. The hood actually opens up, though there's nothing in it. I'm not sure why. Oh wait, there's supposed to be something in it? I can't tell what that's supposed to be. The picture is not good. Looks like there is supposed to be something in the hood, but I can't tell what it is. I do have the traffic cone that's supposed to have, there's supposed to be a radio and a little flag symbol thing, paddle, but those don't appear to be in here. But the rest was all there, so another vehicle done. I have also found all, well, give me a second, I'll find the rest of the parts. Did find all the parts for the second motorcycle. So we've got both motorcycles and the truck. Now let's see about that helicopter. There is our third and final vehicle in the form of a tiny police helicopter. It was missing a number of parts. I had to make a couple of substitutions because I didn't have the missing parts. They had both of the main prop pieces from the original set, but they didn't have the pin parts that they went on, and they are parts that I don't have in this color, so I had to substitute them out for more modern options. I wonder if I have a white propeller blade. Doesn't look like it, so I will leave it out. Alright, now we get into the actual station, and we'll see how much of it is here. And there it is, as complete as I am able to make it with the parts that I have available. There ended up only being a handful of parts I couldn't replace. The little light here, that's actually not quite the correct piece holding those two on. It's supposed to be slightly different, but I was able to simulate it well enough. Other than, again, the base plate is incorrect. I think that is about it. All the rest either were there or I was able to replace. So, yeah, neat little set. Like I said, wrong base plate, but you know the result is there's helicopter down. Oh no, knocking off the antenna, breaking stuff, Shayla, breaking stuff. There's grass inside the office. There's a reception area, a holding cell, a lab of sorts, I guess you would say, with like tape reels and computers and stuff like that. There are a few parts I was actually surprised that I had. The part holding up the antenna dish thing here, I wasn't expecting to have that part in red, but I did. It's entirely possible that I already own most of this set or one very similar. So. Yeah, neat. Very neat. This is what was left over, which makes me suspect there was another set, obviously. Oh, I'm forgetting the flowers. Supposed to be a bunch of flowers. Anyway, yeah. I'm interested to see. I'm gonna poke around, see if I can figure out what set this might have been based on the other minis. There was There were a few more minis, which made me think there might have been a repair shop, like a Jiffy Lube type thing, or something along those lines based on the minis. That'll be fun to look into. Don't know what I'll do with this. I will probably end up taking it back apart because I don't have anywhere to put it. I don't have an area for it, and I'm running out of space. And it's fairly large. You know, it's a full base plate, so... Anyway, still, a lot of fun. And my thanks to Daniel Dillman for sending it. This was a fun build. I would have been 3 when this came out, so this wasn't a set that I was ever interested in or probably even knew existed. They have had dozens of police station sets. Obviously, they probably came out with one every 2 years for 40 years. So there's quite a few, but this was a neat one. It does have the working garage doors. I didn't know those went back that far. That's fairly neat. I like it. They did some details that I wasn't expecting. They did put a little ladder leading up to the helicopter pad, and they do have doors leading out to the helicopter pad, and there's a door back here for the detention center, and there's an openable front door in the front so you can get into reception. So, yeah. Neat details. Neat details and a neat set. So again, my thanks to Daniel Dillman, and I will see what's in this other pile, and we will see if I end up building it. Another quick detail I wanted to show on this set is if you look at all of the drawers here that are opened, those are all of the different drawers that I had to pull parts from. So there were quite a few missing parts, especially in, like, almost none of the red parts were there. A fair number of the blue and yellow parts were there. There weren't a whole lot of missing white parts. Handful of missing gray parts, and then a fair number of missing black parts, but probably 75% of the set was there. Not too bad. Like I complain? It was free. What am I complaining about? Alright. Again, thank you for watching.